Labs, we have here a timeline already. So essentially, this is our newest feature. On the timeline here, you can have multiple tracks. Each track will be, for instance, a device, for example. Here you have, this is kind of our nomenclature, like calling things block. So in this case, this will be like, these are two displays. And on our timeline, essentially, not only you have a total duration for it, you can also attach the content as you want. So you can attach images, you can attach videos, you name it, kind of. And we also have some trigger-based things. So, for instance, if you want to, we support tasks. So if you want to have a task that, for example, triggers a lighting like moving around, for example, you can trigger also from the timeline. So this is quite a nice feature that we have. It's in the past this would be possible. You would need to work around a little bit, but now with the timeline, you can synchronize everything to here, so you can pretty much trigger whatever you want and display whatever you want at the time that you also want.
Would you use this for show control also in a live show, or is it more for installations in a museum or something?
I would say it can be done in both. Of course, it depends on to some edge cases. Depends on what you want to use. But I would say it would work in both. We have even, I can show you quickly here. If I go to we have a demo one. It is this one, yes. Here on this timeline demo, we have a bunch of things happening, but we can control it with this tablet over here. So I can, for instance, click onto the reds and everything turns red, and I can see you can see the timeline move to the spot where everything will turn red. I can do the same to green and blue if you want. So this is green and this is blue. And you can also, of course, move forward. You can move forward, you can play the timeline, so you can also control the timeline from an external point of view, let's say. So it's, I would say this is quite a nice feature, and it was nice that we managed to do it at a time for ISE. So yes, that's kind of it. Of course,
How's the licensing model now? Is it per device you're controlling, or per the PIXI machine?
Yeah, it's like you have a base license, and then you pay per display. Display spot, yes. So you can pay for screen, and some other features is also you pay them as well. But it's kind of like you pay as you need kind of type of model.
How if I want to test it out? Is it free to kind of test it and
yes,
and with a watermark or something? Or
yeah, I think we have temporary licenses. It's a matter. I can give you my boss's contact. So I think scheduling a call with them and just rearrange something. We handle those, of course, so for people to test it. So yeah, we handle cloud-based licenses. We also had a USB stick ones. So we have essentially both, depending on also your network installation.
You're not selling the PCs, but you kind of have a spec for the hardware that we have to build and buy a license to the PC, or are you building like servers?
No, we're not building servers right now. We're developing our own server image, but we don't sell any hardware itself. But we can either kind of direct you in a good way. We can kind of recommend you some things. But we're not doing the hardware ourselves, let's say. Yes. So no worries.